there should be translation from the high-level language to the machine code. So the compiler will take the high-level language, and then assembler will now get it from the compiler. And then the assembler will take it to the machine code, and then there's going to be interpretation of the code. So interpreter will take over. After that, then that is the reverse, the vice versa. The interpreter will take it to the assembler. Assembler will take it to the compiler. And finally, you see the result. So they are also part of the software terminology or software packages we are talking about. Utility software. It is a very important software that end user uses to manage computer resources. Like if you have problem with your hard disk, you have to go to a cleanup. You can use cleanup to clean those unwanted files on your disk. Because the moment you have more unwanted files on your disk, it creates what you call fragmentation. Fragmentation means that hard disk is in the form of let me say a table. Let's say a table. So you have 1 up to 10. If you take number 3 from there, it means you have created a hole or you have created space in that area. So that is what's called fragmentation. If you delete, let's say, number 6, you create the same space there. So it's also called fragmentation. So then, the more you create holes, the more you create spaces on the hard disk, it reduces the performance of the hard disk. So you will need utility program called defragmenter. So you can see we have defragmenter that used to defragment. It means that you used to ensure those holes or spaces you've created are all deleted so that you have compactness of the data. So number 4 move to number 3 and that order, so that the last space will be the empty one to store data, because data is stored in sequential order. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that order. It's only the random access memory where you can store data in every space that the pointer will point at. But the hard disk stores data in sequential order. 1, 2, that's why we call it indexing. Indexing, meaning index 1, 2, 3 in that order, based on the capacity of the hard disk. Then the number of indexes will be created on the hard disk. So utility programs are important for maintaining the computer and then its resources. We have the antivirus. Antivirus are very important software for ensuring security of your computer resources. And then those sensitive data you have on your hard disk. Though we normally we install the free antivirus, and unless maybe you don't care about your sensitive data. If you care about sensitive data, then it's a must. You must get a full protection features so that you can install to protect everything about your computer system. We have the disk cleanup. As I said, you have to sometimes delete unwanted files from your hard disk. So you have to perform disk cleaning. And then we also have the management tools like other software you can download and use to manage your hard disk. You partition your hard disk, and then you know that, okay, these are sensitive data. Let me put them here. These are files that I don't actually use them. Frequently accessed files should be here. So you manage your hard disk well. Compression tools. I have tools that help you to compress your files like WinZip. It's an example. WinRAR is an example that you can actually compress your folder. The folder contains files, so you want to compress, you want to make sure you reduce the size. Because if you have bigger size, sometimes putting on a drive, it takes a lot of space. And when you have a big size on your hard disk too, it increases the the problem. In other words, you see, it's going to increase the problem that you have on the hard disk. As I said, fragmentation reduces the performance of your hard disk. So you need to compress your file so that you have more space for other things. The more you have space, the higher the functionality of the computer system. We also have the other antivirus, like Avast is there. You have the McAfee, it's also a very good software. I use SmartDAF. SmartDAF is a software I've been using for almost 5 years now. We have the Periform CCleaner is also there. Razor, Cortex, Windows File Explorer, WinRAR, WinZip. They are all utility programs. Let me show you some of the utility programs on the system. So you can see some of the, so when you look at, so you can see defragment and optimize drives. So you always use the drive, the tool to ensure you don't have problem with your hard disk. You can see that I have hard disk drive. You can see last analyze or optimize. You can see 26. Okay, just right now, the moment you open it started scanning. So I have 0% fragmented, meaning that I don't have anything fragmented on my drive. You can also see I have two partitions. There's the drive C, where I have the Windows. And then there's the other drive that I have other important files. Okay. So you can just analyze it yourself here. Click Analyze. Then it will start analyzing whether there's a problem with your, not actually problem, but whether the files are scattered on your drive. But if I said, the more the files are scattered, the problem it creates for the hard disk. It can even lead to the crash of your hard disk. So always you have to ensure. Yeah, I just perform fragmentation and I don't have any problem on it. Okay, let me do the second one to see. So it analyzes your hard disk. I don't have any problem. So you can also optimize your drive. So when you click on it, optimization means that I don't have problem actually. I just click on optimize. So if you have problem with it, it's going to actually arrange the files well, your directories at a proper place for you, create the indexing well for you.
The volume is off.
1, 2, 3 in that order. Okay. Yeah, so you see, it's just optimizing your drive for you. See? So you do that and you make sure that at the end of the day, you are just ensuring the health of your hard disk. And then as this one is optimized, let's look at another one, call it cleanup. Call it disk cleanup. You can see disk cleanup here. So you also use it to clean your drive. So you can see I have disk cleanup. So you can select the one that you want to clean up. So let me see this drive D. Then, so this one is just, so let me, so it takes time for the disk cleanup to pop up. So you can see we have the disk cleanup for our drive here. Now, so you can use disk cleanup for free up to 0 byte of disk space on this. So actually, I don't have any free space. Like when you look at the recycle bin, there's nothing in it. So that's why it's giving me 0 byte. And then when you look at other things here, 0 byte. So actually, I don't have anything to clean now. So, and then, so it's still working on the optimization. And then we also have another tool, which is also important, call it the system restore.
Right.
System restore. Okay, so create a restore point. Sometimes if you don't have a restore point, you have to create one. You can see that I have system restore here. It's also a utility that if you have a problem with your computer and then you work around it, you still have problem, it's not solved. So you can actually go to the system restore and then you can use this one here, system restore. So say restore system files and settings. System restore can help fix problems that might be making your computer run slowly or stop responding. So on your computer, maybe yesterday you used your machine, it was running perfectly. The performance was good. And then today you realize it's slow. When you click on one file, it takes longer period of time to open. You can come to system restore.
My screen is not stable.
You go next. Then you can see that restore your computer to the state it was in before the selected event. So you can see one here that it has just created system restore point for me just right now. I think 1:18 p.m. So this afternoon, it's created system restore point. So if I've had problem right now, I just go to this date, go to next, see, and then click on finish. So it's going to restore my system to that time. And it's going to work perfectly. You're not going to have problem with your system again. So that is also one utility that you can be using when you run into problems. Okay. So what I was doing was the optimization of the drive. So it's still working. It has passed 1, it has passed 2, and then it's now on the 3. So it has to do that till it finishes. So as it's working on, let's continue with our this thing. Okay. So the next one is the database software. database is what programmers use to join to any programming language like Python or PHP or Visual Basic or any other application that helps you to design an interface. Any web application, or when you visit any web application, you can see the interface, but at the back of it, you won't see it. When you are able to store your data, the data will be stored in what we call the database. So database is actually a comprehensive management tool. Comprehensive, when I say comprehensive, because it involves a whole lot of queries, a whole lot of management commands for management. When I say command for management, I'm talking about queries. So you have to do a whole lot of queries. So it's a comprehensive management tool for managing data. And that is where cyber criminals target, because it stores sensitive data. When you create a database, you have to look at how best you restrict people from accessing the database. That is why you have the interface linked to the database. So we have a number of examples. You have the Clipper, DBase, FileMaker, FoxPro, MS Access. You have the MySQL. I normally use MySQL. I use it intensively. We have the Postgre, SQL, SQLite, MS SQL. Okay, I think. Okay, so these are the, we have the Sybase and the information Oracle. Oracle is a very powerful database. And then MongoDB. So all these are databases that you can employ in your software application development. So we also have the multimedia software like Adobe Photoshop. And that is what the animators, when I say animators, those in the animation environment. And then we also have the video editors. They also use video editing software. We also have the designers, like graphic designers. They use Adobe Photoshop. They use CorelDRAW for designing birthday cards, for wedding cards, funeral cards, and other cards. So, and then we have the studio, those who have studio, that they have a particular software for their music industry. So you can have other Media Monkey. We have the VLC media player. This, you can install it on your PC and then you also use it. And then there was a particular one that helps you to actually mix music. Windows player, media player is also there. We have Windows Movie Maker. So all these are software available for video editing, animation, graphics, and image editing. So even on your mobile phone, you can download those applications that you can use to morph. When I say morph, just to manipulate your videos. Sometimes you can apply some kind of texture, some kind of style on your picture. You just manipulate your picture. So there are numerous applications even on the App Store or the Google Play Store. You can download them and then you use. And then for the other one that I normally use, the Boomplay. Boomplay has a whole lot of musicians on, you can play. And that is what I use to enjoy myself weekends. We have education and reference software too, like for learning, and then for acquiring online degrees, you can sign up to online platform where you can learn. They will give you access to their platform. You use it to learn, use it to submit your assignment, a whole lot of things. You have the data drawing that helps you to design. You have the gene compress, you have the jumpstart titles, a whole lot of software for even those children. They have a software, kind of software for them. And Microsoft Encarta is also part of the education software that helps you to actually learn. Now we have graphic software. As in the multimedia software, I mentioned graphics software, the Adobe Photoshop. We have the Autodesk Maya. This is also a very good application. Then we have the Blender. We have the Corel Draw, Gabe, Moodle. All these are software. Paint Shop, and Microsoft has Paint that you can use to edit your photos. You can use to manipulate your photos. So all these are software that you can use to, and this Corel Draw and Adobe Photoshop as used by graphic designers. Designers are making a lot of money from this application. We also have web browsers. As we all know, if you want to go online, you need web browsers to be able to access the internet. The Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, and all these are browsers. Microsoft Office packages, that is also software that we can use for application software, that the Word, Excel, PowerPoint,